I will be ranking all bees in Bee Swarm Simulator because in the newest update, some of them did have their stats changed and even some abilities were changed. So for example, the hive bonus for the festive bee, the tadpole bee, and more. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet already, as we're insanely close to 100 subscribers and you just don't want to miss out on things just like this. But right, so over here, we do have all the 44 different bees that are currently in Bee Swarm Simulator. And let's hope that number will be 45 soon because please new Mythic be on it. Starting with the first one and one of the best ones being the basic bee over here in the common category. And I'm not gonna lie with you guys, basic bee does have that 1.2x times pollen and that is actually insanely useful for everyone. So I kind of want to put it in the S tier but also the A tier kind of as well. But I think I'm gonna put it in the S tier though because it just feels like it makes more sense. So boom. I am also using this as my ranking over here. So S tier obviously, you know, being the best out of all of them. A tier is second, B tier third, C tier is just mid, D tier is just horrible, and no is just no, like just please stop using it, useless bee. But now we do have the rare bees, and starting with the bomber bee over here, and I would say it's nothing special really, you know, mostly for blue hives, some earlier hives even, so I'd just say B, as it is, you know, a really nice buff to bombs. It can obviously have a token link if you do have a paper angel on it though. Brave bee is nice, obviously some attack and haste ability from the toy drum bee equip, so not gonna lie, that's an A, like extremely useful for red, white, and more. Definitely gotta put it in A. Bumblebee is amazing for blue, but I'll just put it in the B tier for now since it doesn't give anything crazy, but it is really good, really solid bee. Same with cool bee, but this did actually get buffed in the newest update to a multiplier now instead of a percentage, so it is actually worth using again. And if I did do this tier list before the update, it would have been way lower over here, so it is going in B. And hasty bee is just amazing, bro. Like, I'm gonna actually put it in S tier because that move speed is just low-key lovely. You always want to be fast and not just slow walking around the entire map for like 30 minutes. That move speed is just amazing to always have. Looker bee is definitely an A tier since you just love that crit power and focus it gives you. Now rad bee actually got buffed as well, just like cool bee did, with it being a multiplier now and not a percentage. So once again, it's going into the B tier next to the cool bee. And for rascal bee, I don't think I even know anyone that actually uses this bee apart from people at the start using it to get SSA. So other than that, I do kind of think it's going to go into the no tier. The first bee to be in the no tier. Wow. And then the last bee in the rare bee category, it's the stubborn bee. And this is really useful for blue hives and white hives, so I would actually kind of say it is going to go into the B tier, as I mean it is kind of, you know, nothing special. Does give you like 10%, 15% more ability duration, I think it is, yeah. But now though, starting off with epic bees, and we do actually have the bubble bee. So bubbles have actually been buffed a lot in the newest update, but you will actually see later on that tadpole bee's hive bonus has changed. So bubble bee is looking extremely good right now for blue. Like, I might even put it in the A tier over here because of how nice it is. And I mean, sure, let's do that then, yeah. Bucko bee, once again, really useful for blue, going in the B tier though. Since, I mean, you know, still capacity it does give is really nice. Definitely not a mid B at all. You do want it always if you are blue hive. Definitely a must have. Could kind of say this with commander bee because it's literally useful for every single hive. And it not only actually gives you the crit chance as a hive bonus with focus too as its ability, but it can also give you haste if you have the whistle bee equipped, so it's definitely going into the A tier. Wow, what a bee. For demo bee, I'd just say it's a C since it's now mostly used in white hives, as you can equip a toy drum on it which it gives you haste, and it's also a colorless bee type, but it did actually replace the exhausted bee in white hives, which is why exhausted bee is going into the D tier. Yeah, not much use for it anymore, kind of trash really. Then we have the fire bee, which I mean this is just a no, but I'll actually put it in the D tier since you don't really need it at all in red hives. Frosty bee is super useful for blue hives and definitely going into the A tier. Like, it literally has all you want as blue hive, you just need it. And to be honest, for the honeybee, I would probably put it in the A tier too, to be honest, since I mean it's just such a huge buff for white hives with the honey from tokens it does actually have, and all the other things things it does do too. For Rage Bee, it did get buffed in the newest update as it can now go up to 4x rage stack instead of the 3x it was before. So definitely has to go into the A tier as well, since this bee is just good for attack. Riley Bee is useful, so it deserves to go into the B tier as that capacity is nice. Once again, same with the Bucko Bee over here. And Shocked Bee might actually be a contender for the S tier because of the way it is so useful with it giving you haste, token link. But for now, I do kind of think I'll probably just have to put it in the A tier though. Yes. For all the legendary bees now though, we do actually have Baby Bee first, and now you don't even need it for red hives since Scorching Star now activates faster with any boost token, meaning tadpole bees are more useful as you can have baby love from it, but also that poinsettia bee quip and some frogs as well. It is still useful in white hives though, but even white hives have been getting some frog bees in there, but I'd still say it's definitely an A tier though. Cannot go wrong with a baby bee. The carpenter bee can definitely go into the B tier because I mean it's a really solid bee, not gonna lie. But for demon bee, you can quite say the opposite for it because it's just going in no. For diamond bee, it is really useful for blue converting, so of course it's going into B tier. Why would it not? Definitely cannot go lower ever. Lion bee did actually get changed to gifted bee pollen instead of attack it did have before as its hive bonus. And to be honest with you guys, that gifted bee pollen ain't so crazy as much as people do think it is. Like, it's obviously good, but not anything special. So it is going to go into the B tier, yes, because it's not completely useless or that mid. Ninja bee is just good for blue, and I did actually hear that an upcoming bee quip will have just ninja bee needed for it. So it's looking like it's gonna be better than ever. So I would kind of say it's still in A tier though, since it do be given that nice haste and blue bomb plus that buoyant bee doesn't actually give, as that did get nerfed before. Now the shy bees that are actually used in red hives, and I mean just red uses it really, unless you are trying to make your planters grow a bit faster, as it does sip more nectar than all other bees. And I would kind of just say that it is a B tier, as it ain't really mid, but it's not horrible as well because the bee is pretty good itself. So I would definitely say it does go there. But now though, we do have the mythic bees left and the event bees, and this is really where it does get spicy because buoyant bee straight away, don't even gotta think about it, instant W. You can just tell from how it looks like that it's gonna be good. No matter how many times it's gonna get nerfed, it's still gonna be good. Them balloons are just lovely, so it's of course an S tier, and I don't even care. I'ma literally put it before the basic bee and the hasty bee. Fuzzy bee, important to all alt accounts for that pollination, and you can't really do much without a pollinated field in this game anymore, so you just gotta rely on it. So obviously S tier. Now precise bees, like, do I even have to explain this bee? It's literally just the best. It's going in S tier, even ahead of the fuzzy bee. Bro, that 2021 update was really stacked with these bees. Now for spicy bee though, like, wow, like bro, S tier, you know what I'm saying? Like S tier. The base, the founder of red hives, bro, spicy bees. Like, I just can't say anything else about it, bro. It's just amazing. And you can actually say the same things really with tadpole bees because OMG, it really just doesn't get better than that. Also, why is the tadpole bee way smaller than all other bees? Like, how is that real? What is going on, bro? Now vector bees, bro, and now like, oh my god, bro, they had a big buff in the new update with the triangulates because now they really do get juicy and big triangles because of that move speed mutation. Literally permanent big triangles. So all obviously S tier for the mythic bees. And I mean, you are probably wondering if it's the same for all the event bees over here. Well, and let me actually tell you that it's not, and that's because, nah, not gonna lie, I'm just playing. All of these are just super good and useful because Bear Bee has that bear morph that just makes life way easier, and it's just gonna be tradable as well soon if you didn't see that with all them new vouchers. Same with other game passes. Crimson Bee and Cobalt Bee is nice. Like, what else could I say about that? It's just nice. Festive Bee OP loot from gifts and buffs. Like, that's one thing I can definitely tell you. The loot you get from this is absolutely amazing. I've been getting so much gumdrops lately with Festive Bee. Gummy Bee looks good and is just good. Like, is there more to say to it? OP for blue hives, white hives, and everyone. Photon Bee is nice. Got that instant conversion and that token link. Puppy Bee is pro levels, and it had a buff in this update actually because its ability now gives you 10% bee B move speed, and 50% B gather, so definitely is up there now as well. Definitely up there in S tier. Tabby B had a really pro buff as well, because it does now give like 1% super crit chance. I'll just put it on the screen. I don't even know, but it is really, really good. And I mean, everyone uses it anyway, so it just had a buff. And plus the crit power it has is just amazing. Windy B has that tornado that I don't even gotta explain because it's just so good. And Digital B over here is actually the best B in the game. Like, no doubt, it's actually the best and most overpowered B. So it gotta be first. All in S tier over here. So yes, though, this is actually my finished tier list on how it is looking like. Let me know if you guys do actually agree with me. I'll try my best and download it and put it in the pinned comment or something. But not gonna lie, Buoyant B would probably be first if it was a smash or pass tier list.